Hey everyone, so I'm still waiting on work. I haven't heard anything back yet, but I hope something will open up soon. I wanted to share with you, if you look at our African leaders, look at them when they're with their wives, look at them, the photographs that they take. There are big cultural differences between here and Africa in terms of how couples are, the way they are with each other. And you'll see that like even people on Facebook sending us messages saying, oh, I want to be your friend. Some of us find that very offensive, even in the workplace. We don't like it. I think that comes from the American culture that, oh, we're all friends and we're working together because your friends know you and they like you and they trust you. But in our cultures, it's not that way. We're there to do a job and we have formal relationships. And even if people go into business together, they join their businesses, that's different. If it's family, if it's something that's arranged between friends. But most of us don't like it. And if you come to our homes, you won't find the couples hanging all over each other, touching each other. And in Canada, you'll find that too. Like people will say, why don't they just get a room? If you're going to come and socialize, no one wants to see you hanging all over each other. But the Americans are not like that, and I think it comes from the sexual revolution and all the things that they fought for. So it's a big adjustment when you come here. When I see women, sometimes women come to me because they're making decisions around marriage, and they will ask me things that I'm not married, but I try to guide them the best that I can. And one of the things that we talk about is communication. So have they talked about things like, do they want to start a family? How are they going to handle the tough times when their finances are tough? How are they going to handle things that irritate them? And most of the time the women go through with their marriages and their marriages last, which is good. But it's not easy because I haven't had any training in that area. I just adapt whatever I've learned in my ministry and I try to help them that way. And sometimes it's not necessarily Christians. It's people who are completely outside of the church. But I'm happy that I can be there and I can be available to them. The other thing that I found is that like I have been doing certain things for years and years and years. And when they want to make a change, what they'll do is they'll start picking on me and criticizing me, whether it's genuflecting in the church or whether it's the way I'm reading or the way that I'm dressing, because they want to bring in a change and they don't know how to tell you that they want to bring in a change, or they want you to do something else, so they start hurting you, which is not fair to people like me who have been of service to the church or in ministry or in the workplace for years, and then all of a sudden they have a problem with it. It's like I'm not in grade school. If you don't know how to deliver your message or you can't talk to somebody, then that's on you. That's not on me, but that's how they do things in North America. They hurt you because they want you to change, or they hurt you because they want to move you out of a position. And it's not fair to people like me because you'll end up having mental health breakdowns, you'll end up having all kinds of health problems, which could have just been avoided if people had learned how to communicate. Because it's not necessary to hurt somebody if you can have a conversation with them. Everybody has different strengths and different weaknesses. So for example, for me, when I go to the Newman Center, even if I'm just going there for an occasional mass, they will ask me to read. And I'll tell them, I don't mind, but don't you want to ask the students? There's other people that come here all the time. And they'll say, no, we want you to read because it's nice to have you here. So in Africa, the way our churches are arranged, it's by the area you live in. So if you live in a certain area, you go to that church closest to you. But sometimes I do go downtown, and if I'm doing my shopping or something, I'll go to St. Basil's. Or if they're having something that's special, they sometimes have like choirs, or they'll have special events, I'll go to St. Basil's. So there are priests that know me, not just in my own parish, but in other parishes. So they'll ask me to lead the rosary, or they'll ask me to read, or they'll ask me to come help decorate. And those are the things that I like doing. I don't mind doing it, because it also gives you the opportunity to meet different priests, to get to know different people. And after COVID hit, we didn't have those opportunities. But it's nice to get back into it, to go back to Regis College, and to just be in that community. And St. Basil's also have nice grounds. You can go and sit there. So I enjoy doing those things. And you have to adjust wherever you are. It takes a lot, because if you come here from England or Africa, everything is different. And even the novices that come, they'll say, oh, people don't genuflect here in the church. So I said, no, they don't. But if you want to do it, if you're comfortable and you want to show that reverence, then I don't think there's a problem with it. But there are things that are very different, and so we all have to adjust. And I try to share with people, I try to make it easy. When there's new people coming in, maybe like for the first few months, we'll go together if that's what they want. And then after that, when they're comfortable, they'll tell me, no, I'm going on my own now. I don't want to go with you, or I prefer not to go with you. So that's fine. But I think it's important to remember that when we come here, there's a lot of different ways of doing things. And even if you read John Maxwell, he'll tell you people will change either when they get what they want, they hurt enough, or they are happy enough. So those are the three methods that they use. And we don't necessarily do that in Africa. So it's very different, because we talk to each other and our customs are different. You'll see that even when the couples are together, they might hold hands, but they're not falling all over each other. So everything here is different. And it takes a lot of adjusting. But I try to help people where I can, and whatever tools I have. Some of the couples have invited me to their weddings, so I've enjoyed that. Some of them, after that, I don't hear from them, and I'm like, okay, what happened to this person? But I guess everybody is different. So just remember, if you're finding it strange, if you're finding it hard, you're not the only one. Because I still find it hard, even till today. I find it hard because of the cultural differences that are in play between Africa and England. It's easier to make that adjustment when you go from Africa to England than coming here, because here there's more of the American influence. And England's changed a lot too, from what people tell me, but it's still harder when you come here. It's still difficult, because in Africa we have this concept of Ubuntu, and you'll find it in the church that everybody's included. Aunts and uncles, single people, married people, nobody is left out. But in North America, they have it that this is our family, so the husband, the wife, and the children. And so it can create tension, it can create friction. But you find that in the church, everybody is included. And you'll find that at baptisms, at weddings. That's why we have best men, and we have maids of honor, or bridesmaids. Because the couple don't succeed or fail in their marriage on their own. They need people around them. They need that encouragement, that support. And that's why we do it that way. And those things come out of the church. If you take that church away, if you take that faith away, you don't have anything left. It's just a contract. That's what it is. So those are the thoughts I wanted to share on adapting to Canada, because I'm still adapting. And even though people like me, they trust me, they know me, for some reason I never get that break into a good paid job. I never get that opportunity where I can buy my own property. Well, I did have it, but then after TD let me go, I wasn't able to get that kind of a job again. So it becomes very hard and also very frightening, because you don't have any savings, you don't have anything that you can fall back on. And my mother's not young anymore. So, some of the things that we did in childhood, like riding to school or walking home, they kept us fit. They kept us slim and trim, so we didn't put on too much weight. And those kinds of things are important. And it matters. If I wanted to remain stupid and I didn't want to have any new experiences or learn or grow or earn a better income, I would have just stayed stupid. I wouldn't have studied. I wouldn't have done anything with my life. I wouldn't have tried anything new. I wouldn't have played the piano at Regis College for them. I wouldn't have gone out to sing with for the retired priests. I'd have just said, oh well, I'm just going to stay at home and be a lump. And I don't care if I contribute to society or not, because let other people take care of me and I can sponge off people. But I didn't. And in Canada, people who want to work, people who want to go out, people who want to earn their living usually get supported. But for some reason, I'm not. And it's very strange to me. But I won't give up. I'll keep applying, I'll keep trying, I'll keep building my John Maxwell. And I hope that the right opportunity will open for me. And if you're going through the same struggles, don't give up. Because there's this false ideology that bad things only happen to bad people. But it's not true. If that was true, Jesus wouldn't have ended up on the cross. He just wouldn't. It would never happen. I'm going to turn the camera off now.